Hi, and welcome to this live reading from Wondogfilled by Dr. Kimberlie Harris. And this is presented by Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Dogs, dogs, dogs. I love dogs. I especially love going for walks with Mommy because we always see so many furry, cuddly, friendly dogs. Some are big, some are small, some are hairy, and some have no hair at all. Some have long tails and some have short tails. Some have pointy ears and some have droopy ears. Ooh, Kingston, look at that dog. Bark, bark. The dogs always run up and try to play with me. Sometimes they lick me or rub me with their wet noses. Other times they bark hello. I always bark hello back. Every time we see a dog on our walks, Mommy says, "Look, Kingston, a dog." If it is a new kind of dog, Mommy says, "Ooh, Kingston, look at that dog." Then one day as we were walking, my Mommy pointed to a dog and said a new word. I thought I heard her wrong, so I pointed and said, "Dog." Mommy shook her head. "No, cat." She said again, "Look, Kingston, a cat." That's when I realized Mommy was making up a new game. I watched Mommy for a minute, not sure how to play. Then I looked at the animal. It had small, pointy ears like a dog. It had whiskers like a dog, and it had no leash. Grinning, I pointed at the animal. "Dog." "Na na na, yeah, dog." I guess I played the game right because Mommy stopped calling the dog a cat. The next day, Mommy did it again. This time we were reading a new book. "Kingston, look, an elephant." I looked at the book. The animal had no hair. It had a long nose, two big floppy ears, and two teeth on the outside of his mouth. It looked strange, but I knew what it was. "Walla walla, yeah, had that dog." Grinning, I pointed at the page. "Big dog, ears." Mommy shook her head. Then, giving me a big smile, she kept reading the book. Guess I won again. A few minutes later, she did it again. "Kingston, look." This time I was ready. I shouted. "Here," Mommy said. I looked at Mommy confused. Then I looked at the picture. She was really trying to trick me now. The dog was taller and hairier. It was walking on two legs, not four. I looked even closer, then I shook my head too. "Big dog. Eat," I cheered. "La la la la, yeah, dog." Even when we went to visit family, Mommy kept playing the game. "Kingston, look, a hamster." I looked at my cousin's pet. This was the smallest dog I'd ever seen. It had a tiny nose, whiskers, and a round belly. And it was running on a wheel. Mommy was really getting silly if she thought she could trick me with this one. "Little dog," I said. "Little nose. No, 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 wah, wah, a little dog." A few days later, Mommy and I were taking a walk when she got very excited about something. Leaning down next to me, she pointed at a tree. Shaking out of my almost nap, I heard her say, "Look, Kingston, a squirrel. Do you see him?" What? Turned my neck to look into the tree and found a tiny dog with a small nose and bushy tail looking back at me. An expert now at our game, I quickly replied, "Little dog, big tail. Ah, la, 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 little dog." Just then, I noticed something red running by. It had a bigger, bushier tail and pointed ears. As I was getting ready to show it to Mommy, she saw it too. "Mommy, look!" I didn't even get to finish because Mommy yelled, "Thanks."